When's the last time your teeth, your tongue has tasted real flavor? When's the last time your wife, your girlfriend, your husband gave you a real smile, a true smile and a true hug? You're living in an artificial grafted world, boys and girls. When's the last time you heard a real instrument? Interesting in playing. Even more interesting, to play drums in America is still outlawed. To play drums in the open without permission is still outlawed. There's a trillion things to be outlawed, but playing drums in the open is still outlawed. Peace.
Now you listen to me.
Mexican people of some of the Native Americans of California, right? They have a record of some of them running through the desert non-stop, completely won't stop at top speed and won't drop out or die. And they have whole National Geographic writings about these people with these amazing abilities to regenerate their bodies and their minds. But how can they do it? Because they're in their natural state consciousness. So keeping you away from your natural consciousness is the key to keep you in control and slavery. It has nothing to do with, like I said, it has nothing to do with hating nobody. It has nothing to do with going killing somebody. In fact, when you get into your highest African mind, that's farthest from what you want to do. You don't care. When you being Superman and Superwoman, what the hell, who gonna mess with you? Who mess with them niggas? That nigga ran across the whole city in an hour flat. I'm not messing with him. The dude made food grow in the middle of an alley. You don't mess with nobody like that. You say, man, what did he say? I don't know how you did that. That's because you're using that African genius. So that's the power. That's the power of getting away from the fear of self. Okay? So it's in here. I couldn't find the page. But he made the other Native Americans that he enslaved beat each other. Just like our ancestors, Afro, Native American people, I put us together because that is our history. As Africans, he made us do it to each other. And today we still do it. So now the question comes into solution. I know y'all been waiting for that, right? Well, I got all the other information. So now it's time for a solution. I do things in symbolic and mathematical forms. I'll write it again. That's how I write. That's a mathematical equation, and I'm going to give you all the abbreviations of what it means. And no matter what happens, listen to me, no matter what happens, this is war. I'm talking about war in another state of mind. I'm saying this to all people. And since we got the cameras rolling and the whole world watching, this is to all people who have ever been put in psychic trauma. I don't care what nationality. This goes beyond nationality now. This goes into the very depths of existence. Be they women, men, children, African, European, everybody's suffering from psychic trauma. Oh yes, Europeans suffer from psychic trauma. All the raping and killing and murdering that goes on in people's, that shit goes on. Hearing about little children being sacrificed and killed and murdered and raped, child pornography, all that stuff is demonism. We can't see it because we would never think that anybody would be that way. But if you study cultures and symbols, you will know that it's going on all the time. So no matter what happens, we got to have an equation, a practice that can help you get out of this condition. All of us, me, you, all of us. This goes to the whole planet Earth. I want them to all see it because I know they can all hear me and see me right now. Deep want to take on the shoulders. AC, right? AC, absolute clarity. In a state of war, or when certain things happen, when you're around a midst of confusion and chaos, everything just going awry around you, in your life, in my life. This happens with all of us. It's collective now. First thing they teach you is to sit your ass still. Get still. If everything else is moving in chaos, get still. You will notice immediately when you be still. Psalms 46, verse 10. Be still and know that you are what? God. Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am. Get still. If everybody else is running around rampant, all confusion in them, it's just like being in the classroom. I see it all the time. I did it all. I do it in the streets. I do it in the classrooms. I see it. Everybody just running all over the place. A whole bunch of chaos, right? You see that? Just step back. Get still. Step back and be still. And the minute you get still, you can see yourself and you can see everything else in your environment. And that will let you know the first step you need to take to get out of your traumatic circumstance. The next day is the AC, absolute clarity. AC, absolute clarity. Meditation. Take time to be still, slow down the breathing, let go of all the thoughts, turn off the televisions, turn off the outside world. It has nothing to do with nobody else. Isn't that good? Turn it all off. Turn it off. Because as long as you're being bombarded with all these different thoughts, ideas, religions, concepts, racism, and all other stuff, you'll never be able to see clear. You won't be able to see yourself. So get still. Enjoy that stillness. Enjoy that quiet. Enjoy that solitude. Take it in, drink it, eat it, love it. Keeping one thing in war, they say a strategy of war. Another book that I recommend, Mind Fist. Dr. Long. Mind Fist is our wholesale mental dominance. Mind Fist is techniques of jiu-jitsu. And it ain't even talking about fighting. There's physical things there, but it's not even talking about fighting. There's no physical thing. The first thing is all spiritual training. Getting still. Once you're still, you breathing properly and thinking properly. Even slowing down the mind to the point where there is no thought. And at that point, you can begin the visualization process. You can begin what they call projection process, where you see yourself and project yourself where you want to be and who you want to be, because that's your choice. Are you feeling it? Who you are is your choice. It ain't got nothing to do, hey, do they live in your skin? Do they live behind these eyes? You live behind them eyes, right? So if you living behind these eyes, then you gotta what? Interpret life for yourself. So get still. They say, the old heads say, the elders tell us what? What the elders tell us? Slow down, no, but that's not how they say it. What do the elders tell you? Be still, boy! Be still! Still. Then start your visualization. Start your dreaming process. Get a pencil and pen and start writing out what it is that you want to see for yourself, where it is you want to go, how you want to do it. Also, it'll give you a clarity on how things are moving around you. Because if you're not moving and you're unmoved and everything else is being moved, then you're becoming God over your life. Next thing, in you being still, you begin to reflect. This is the reflection process. Looking at what's going on. Looking at yourself and how you want to go. Alright? So the R stands for reflection. And the reflection. Since there's nobody else there with you, at this moment you are learning what it is to be God. Blasphemy! Right? You are learning to become God. And I know that sounds kind of strange, But I'm asking you a question. Can you give me evidence that God exists? Can you really give me some evidence that God exists? She said yes?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, that's cool. Good.
You can look in the mirror.
Ah, that's definite. That exactly is the point. So another way to say it is, you know the existence of God because there is what? Creation. You can't comprehend the creator unless there's what? Creation. If there is no creation, there is no what? So therefore, everything that is created holds the creator's what? Spirit. So therefore, you are now experiencing what it was to bring life into existence. So isn't it?
I got a question when you finish.
Okay. So now you're going into a state where you are sitting in complete blackness. I did not say darkness. You're in complete blackness. Reflect. Once you go through this reflection period, you'll be, again, you'll start to shift and mark out how you want to move, how you want to be perceived, how you want other people to perceive you. That changes the lifestyle, that changes the flow of your life. Question.
Man-made things, if a man creates those things, that makes a man God over those things, even though they don't have a spirit?
Okay, man is a co-creator or a creator in the sense of being able to produce. The idea of living things, non-living things, is a Western concept. In other parts of the world and other cultures, there is no such thing as living things and non-living things. I'll give you an example. The Taoist philosophy of Asia. They believe that everything that exists inhabits a spirit, energy. So there's nothing that is not alive. For instance, we're all sitting in chairs, right? But these chairs are composed of oil and metal. Oil comes from living things, correct? Metal comes from living things. So everything has a life force to it. It's only in a Western materialistic world. See our concept? Listen, I got a question. The question is rhetorical. Did man create God or did God create man?
Man created God.
Man created God. And you know how man created God? Because if you read it, almost anything he wrote, he says that God is a what?
A spirit.
You got that. God is a jealous God. Jealousy is a low-level human emotion. Can't contribute that to something that brought forth the universe. What would I have to be jealous of? Shit, I ain't jealous of nothing. Look at these holy-ass shoes. I don't give a damn, and they're going to stay holy until I get some new ones. Right? And I don't care how much whatever anybody else has and do. This is me. And when you in love with you, you ain't jealous of who? Nobody.
This is something I always kind of conflicted with, saying how God, the Bible said,
Jealous God.
When he said that, yeah, if you're God, then you are inside and make up and composite everything that is in existence. And those gods, they're still you. In essence.
So what you jealous of?
What you jealous of, like?
With that God that they talk about, go then?
Now you said ego, another human trait. See? It's getting more and more down the line, like human beings. Ego? What would you need an ego for? You are consciousness. You're supreme, super duper consciousness. You are the thought behind the thought behind the thought. So what would you need an ego for? Shut. See, we have the right to question. See that book? It's interesting. The book actually has the answers in it. The problem with it, we can't read it because there's other shit implanted in our heads. See, to comprehend something, you got to be able to think freely. But if you can't think freely, then you really can't what? Comprehend. And that's what's happening. That's what's been happening. This shit like Marcus Garvey, we're celebrating a 100-year anniversary of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. And in his speech he said, what a man can do is what a man can do. Right? So we got to get into our minds and know what we can do. And stop worrying about and worshiping all these other things. You know where I'm coming from? So, I hope I answered the question. Hope we answered the question. D, minus the doubt. And your reflection. Don't, D, there it is again, they got a D, don't hold on to any ideas or concepts that make you feel less than yourself. And like I said, I'm saying this to the people in YouTube land, I'm saying this to everybody on the planet. I don't care what ethnic group you're a part of. In this regard, this is for those who are ready to heal. And particularly for my people, Afro-Indigenous people of the world, take away the doubt. D, there it is. Damn it, take away the doubt. See, there it is again. D. Devils. Right. Doubt. Anything that makes you not have any assurity or beauty about self, personal or collective self, leave it alone. Okay, that sounds easy, like
easier said than done.
Right? D. I want you to imagine if your mother doubted that she could push you out of here. When she was sitting there during the 70s, 60s, whenever you was born, I want you to imagine the person that gave birth to you doubting that they can push you forward to come into this world. Would you be here? You wouldn't be here. Deep, baby. That D again. Deep. If the woman and the women who gave birth to us doubted for a second, when they was on the table, or if they was in childbirth, or they was in natural labor, whatever it may have been, but in that moment where your life coming to this planet depended on them, if they doubted for one moment their strength, would we be here? And the answer is no. So therefore, we can do away with doubt. Let's not say that it can't be done. This is just a matter of one thing. How valuable are you, and how valuable are those false thoughts? Not very. It's just like when you were a baby, when you were infants, you didn't know whether you could walk or not. Somebody inspired you to walk, but in the end result, it was you who pulled up on that grandma's table, you pulled up on your grandma's couch, you pulled up something, and you started walking around that thing every day as you pulled around. And you seen everybody else walking around, and these big, gigantic people, you on all fours crawling. You're like, that deeper again. Damn, I wish I could walk. I wish I could run. I want to keep up with everybody else. Eventually the baby like, you know what, I ain't staying down here on this floor for so long now. So the baby, in their natural intelligence, pull themselves up on the couch, on the table, and begin to scoot around and walk around the table, right? And eventually you see that same little baby boy or girl dart across the floor. Boom, and they start going. Are they doubting that they can walk? Are they asking second questioning themselves about whether I can make it? Shit, they ain't never walked before. I'm sorry, this being mathematically logical. Just help me out. They never walked before. This infant, this small baby, has never walked before. They have no idea that they can even do it. But for some odd reason, they're going to what? They're going to do it. And that's how life is. Sometimes it is just a thing about faith. And I'm not talking about blind faith like I don't know. Meaning I have a sense of who I am. I have a sense that there's something greater about what's going on inside of me. I can't explain it. I can't put a label on it, but I can feel it. It probably hasn't even shown itself yet, right? Like a plant. It has not even germinated yet. But that plant knows that it still has to what? Germinate. It still has to blossom. So it just lives, it doesn't. So sometimes you just gotta, here's that word, get ready? It's the most magical word in psychological healing. Let go. Let go. You know, you're a little child and you're angry and you gonna beat that, yo, I'm about to beat them up. Oh man, and your mom said, you know, okay, you had that moment, it happened. Guess what? You still breathing, you still walking, you still healthy. So what do they tell you? Let it go. You gotta let it go. I'm sorry, y'all. I get excited. Let it go. That's what I mean when I say minus the doubt. Let go. And if you let go and you're taking the doubt out of the equation, that means you definitely are taking the what? The fear out of the equation. Because that fear is the #1 control mechanism that's going on. This is not just about spirituality. It's not just about our studies of African culture. Though that is the primary point. Some people can't take it. The very utterance of the word African to an African mind seems to make them shut off. Click. Psychic trauma. When you've been implanted with false ideas about self, you're going to automatically, as soon as you hear that word, click. And unless you become brave enough or you let go, hold fast to that excitement of what you are, you never become successful. So you gotta let go. Minus the fear. This is it. When this happens, equal. The circle, cipher, complete. I'm only using symbols, y'all. I'm not trying to, it's just a symbol. Complete and total change. Complete and total change. The delta, the triangle in mathematics means change. I put the in the back of it, meaning life. A complete and totally changed life for yourself. The reason why I say it's not just about the cultural aspect, is even for those who are listening to my voice and reasoning right now, there are people that are coming here and say, again, like we talked about earlier, what do some of your people like to say? I don't want to hear that black shit. Let's fight right now. Let's do it. You want to get your people? How you gonna get them? Money? I said, when we do this, when we do this, we do. If you're not feeling good right now and you don't have it in your heart to do better for yourself and Khan right now naturally, then what will money do for you? Probably get feet, like a lot of cats are. So when we're teaching, your enemy knows not to come and confront you directly. Right? He knows that. He knows that you like donuts, and you probably like donuts with coconut cream inside. So I'm not going to try to, if I know that you are addicted or you like coconut cream inside, why would I give you lemon? It's basic shit. Sorry, I got to come straight with it. So if I know you are addicted to coconut cream donuts, I'm not going to give you lemon donuts. I'm going to give you what you want. But I'll probably base it with something that I want you to be addicted to. You getting my point? This is real. This is war. You're talking about trying to save our people. You're talking about trying to save humanity or help people get out of that rut of not wanting to hear that shit. Because I'm real with it. Now, I'm not beating around the bush no more. Come with it. Like, I'm a hip-hopper, so, I'll start rapping up here. Right? Come with it. Give it to them how you can give it to them, but give it to them on a good platter and decorate the plate and say, here's the plate. Now eat. Oh, I like this food. You like this food? We got more of it. You gotta decorate it. You gotta make it look good. We do it with music. We do it with our dance. We do it in how we build things. We do it in helping people to laugh. Do it through our comedy. Because drama is some of the best ways to help people heal. We'll do it through the food. When they find out that their anemia, their lack of iron in the blood is because you don't have enough green vegetables within the bloodstream. You don't have enough chlorophyll helping the cells to regenerate. Give them the good side of it. Make it attractive. Because the person who took your thoughts away from you and is now making the whole world an artificial program, he makes it good to your tongue. That's why it's so hard to drop it. We beating up. Why they ain't waking up? They ain't waking up because it feels good to sleep. You asking them why they don't want to wake up. Yeah, it's good to sleep. Shit, nigga, you wake up, you sleep too. If I was telling everybody right now, let's go get hammers, let's go get some rakes and some hoes, and let's go grow some food. Now, I've already seen it. Me and Hash was out there. Me and Zaki was out there. At one point, I was there for 12 hours from sun up to sundown, hit the soil. And black people just walking past me like, I in the dirt. No, I'm growing food. I'm learning how to survive. I want to teach these children how to grow food so we don't go hungry in these cities. Hello? Am I crazy? No. But because the society has not put what I'm doing on a platter and made it attractive, it looks weird. So imagine what we look like, some of us. When I'm walking down the street with this big, gigantic African drum on my back with a chew stick. And the dude looking at me like, yo, he gonna pull out that African drum, yo. But wait a minute, this is when I love it. When the music start hitting right, and they start feeling like they in church, boy, they get jumping. And for a minute, they all forget where they was at. They forgot they was Africans born in America for a minute. They forgot that the whole sidewalk turned into a whole other place. My brother Bill back there, so he know what I'm talking about, right? I see white people start breakdancing. I mean, I see everybody dancing. Little kids, everybody jumping around moving. Because it's been put with a good stimulus. So approach your studying of culture, of doing what you love to do with a good stimulus. Stimulus and response. This is behaviorism. We didn't become a self-hating group of people overnight. This thing was done over time. And now they give you a reward for being a stupid Negro. You get rewarded for being dumb. You don't get rewarded for being, you told me this. So I'm pulling your words back to you. You don't get rewards for being conscious. Right? So now we have to change that. We have to start giving our brothers and sisters rewards for being conscious. We have to show them a beautiful thing about this thing. Right? So we have to make it beautiful for them. So we take away the fear from it. Did you know if you start studying meditation, you can actually command your cells when you're sick to become better? Would you like to learn how to do that? See? Yeah, right. Right? That's an African art form. How did you think you survived on the slave ships? 6 months at the bottom of a ship, it takes a lot of psychological power to survive, see? See what I just did? It changed the feeling, didn't it? Think about it. Your ancestors from Colombia all the way up to Mexico got pyramids everywhere, right? And drums and brown faces all on the walls, right? Black faces all on the walls. So instead of trying to say, man, you need to wake up, that's it. You need to wake up, huh? Right? And you sitting there all up in the man's face, brother face, sister face. She like, however you say it in Spanish, get the hell out of my face. Oh, here you go again. I don't want to get out. And it's interesting because, you know, African people born in the country of the United States and our people born in the islands, particularly our brothers and sisters from Puerto Rico, I watch the newspapers do this, and I think we need to sit down and address this. What's up? What is it? Pork? Sister Zakia has forks. I don't know where she went. Alright, where we go? So, being that you're a Puerto Rican bloodline, right? Puerto Rican heritage. Puerto Rican, by the way, is not a nationality. It really is. It's the name of an island. Let's be real. Puerto Rico, port, Rico, rich port. A place where I enslaved some black people and some Native Americans, confronted them and suppressed them down, raped their mothers, right? Intermingle with their bloodline, and have them all looking at each other, always sideways. You're light skinned, you're dark skinned. Right? That's what we do as black people. You're light skinned, you're dark skinned. I'm a light skinned Puerto Rican, you're dark skinned Puerto Rican. You're a light skinned black person, you're a dark skinned black person. And use that as the means of what our nationality is. And here's the deep thing about it. There's more African history in Puerto Rico than a little bit. Matter of fact, there's brothers and sisters in Puerto Rico from the darkest of night to the lightest of light who praise African gods when they wake up in the morning. Check? No. Check? But if I go up to some brothers and sisters that are organically Puerto Rican, I say, you're African. I know Africano. It's like, well, wait a minute now. Aren't you the one that, you got the Orishas, and your national symbol is the Koki and the Kunga, which means Congo, which means African? Don't confuse. See what I mean? African psychic trauma. Make sure that the people of color, always, black folks look at themselves deep as African, making sure that they do not say that they're African, because that would mean they came back to life. Everybody that has a nationality got power. Everybody that has a culture has power. Acceptance of your culture and your practice and your ways will give you power. I'll give you another example. How many people like hip-hop? The founder of hip-hop, one of the founders of hip-hop name is?
Who hurt?
Who hurt? The other one is?
Africa Bambaataa.
The other one is?
No.
Actually, yeah, that would be the other one. But no, Grandmaster Flash.
Grandmaster Flash.
Now, Africa Bambaataa, name of the group is Zulu Nation. Also, Zulu Nation, though, was a gang that comes from the 60s. Right? I met some of the original Zulus. I partied with the Zulus, right? Literally. And they come from the 60s. They were actual street gang. And they were conscious. And they became an organization. People who put this book together were all part of secret societies. They were students of Rosicrucian knowledge. They were students of ancient Egyptian metaphysics. Alright? I showed y'all that. If you ever go to the YouTube channel, Black and Nobel, we take you. Yes, sir. KO was the one who was there when we got to the cave. When we got to the cave, we was inside. He got the rest of the footage. I don't know if we're ready to release the rest. I gotta be in another place for that footage to come out because we went up into Fairmount Park. We went into the cave. We sat down, we meditated, we talked, and we vibed. But when you get to this cave in Philadelphia, there is a slab prepared by the Rosicrucian Society. I'm a student of metaphysics, so I have to share this. And Ma'at is written on the slab when you get to the park. The name of an African goddess in the middle of a Fairmount Park, Philadelphia.
Written in English?
It's written in English.
It's a metaphor.
And they got the hieroglyphs on.
Yeah.
Why you ain't never tell me?
Well, you gotta go with us. Right? And the reason why I wanted to take everybody there, because I've been telling everyone, and I'm going to say it again, you are not just put in slavery. This whole idea that once upon a time you were just walking somewhere, and then you woke up and changed, that's an insult to your intelligence. We shouldn't let people talk like that to us. Because you're too powerful and too large of number of a people. I'm talking cognitively, I'm talking about in numbers. For you just to wake up and change in another country. Don't work that way. Someone's suppressing something. If you ever want to know a secret, learn how to read symbols. Our ancestors spoke through symbols. So if you want to really find out whether your ancestors are present in the area, just look at the symbols. And the symbols will let you know who they are, whoever they may be. Change life. Absolute clarity. Go for that. Always. I'm gonna leave y'all with something. Then we're gonna do we're gonna turn the fan off. This is that time. See, do I have to share? I don't want to share. I'm on my feet all the time. Can I turn the fan off for me? And then we'll be back. Remember when I said that you are the Illuminati? Now, KO, did we not go to the cave and reveal what's at the center of their studies? And what was at the center of their studies? The ancient Egyptian mystery system was at the center of all of these things. So here we are, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Olmecs, the Tamohan Khan, all of y'all are in the same room right now. You are all the descendants of those people. So that means you are those people. You are those genetic gods and goddesses of that time. Somebody's out there like, well, prove it. So I go to Psalms 82. Can I go there? I'm going to read this because this is how I want to end this song. You'll remember this. This will show you how people don't really know how to read. And I know they can't. Because reading is not just reciting words. Reading is deciphering, and reading is also congregating those words, putting those words together, deciphering those words, and getting into the root meaning of what's being transmitted. Psalms 82. Listen to this. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth among the gods. Listen to this next. This is a question and a command. How long will ye judge unjustly? Huh? And accept the persons of the wicked? Selah. Praise. God. Praise the Creator. Now, first question was how long are you going to let the unjust rule? Next question, or next statement. Command. This is a command. Defend the poor and fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. Deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. Second command. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Didn't we start off the conversation and the study with that? I asked y'all what year it was, and we got all these cockamamie years and time frames, and none of them are real. The whole earth is out of course. I have said ye are gods. I have said you are gods. And all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. The last part is the most famous part. This is Marcus. I can hear Marcus using this one. Arise, O God, judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. What are they talking about? Can't be the Creator. Creator can't inherit anything because it's already his, hers, right? And even though, oh wow, see, there it is again. Told you, we have fun in here. You'll have fun with me. You know, I believe in having big fun with words. Words are the building blocks of creation. Words are the building blocks of society. When you break down words, you get to the core of people's consciousness. Always remember that. Everybody say inheritance.
Inheritance.
Yeah. I'm a man. I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm the man. Huh? You the man. You the man. In her. You don't have no inheritance unless she give it to you. And you have no ancestry at all unless she gives you one. Because the truth of the matter, when it comes to knowing your heritage, it is your mother who is the best one suited to give you that information. Because women hold the genetic file of your bloodline. Because women have something genetically, we all have it genetically, but women are the only ones that pass it on, and they pass it to their daughters. It's called the mitochondria. And mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell and the record hall of the human cell. Are you with me? So, and also you are born directly from her blood, her platelets, her bone marrow. Her thoughts shaped your body when you were in conception, right? But also your nationality. The word nation, the root word of nation is natus, navel, natal, natus, from where you were born, right? So it's inside of her. Your psychic destiny is already being formed when you're in the womb. When you're being conceived, your psychic destiny is already in motion. Even before then, when your parents was conceived, your psychic destiny was already put into motion. We're all living out our destiny on a spiritual plane. That's an African reality. That is not me just making up something. I don't care where you go, what religion you go to, what philosophy you run into, you're going to come across the same principles. Your inheritance comes from her. She teaches you how to speak. She calibrates your voice. She calibrates your body. Just one negative thought from your mother or the woman that's holding you at birth, in conception. One negative thought can cause retardations within the body. And does. One negative thought can abort a fetus inside of a woman. She can do it. Y'all know y'all can do it. Do I need to talk about that? I think the sisters in the room can speak more about that. I know it from a standpoint of meditation and from a sister, elder, a mother telling me. But I know this lives with her.
Oh, I just want to, I'm so glad that you are understanding God.
Yes.
We have a woman we meet every other Monday from 4 to 6, and we talk about it. God, how that's been suppressed as God. And we need to reactivate that.
You program your daughters and your sons before they got here. You knew who they were before they ever got here. And the gods and the goddesses are coming out of the womb. When they say God inherit the planet. Everything good, Hassan? Yes, all right. Praise God. When we come here, she is already being put forward. Every thought is moved through the cells. Are you with me? I went there for a reason. When they say, arise, O ye God, inherit the nations, they're talking to the black man. That's what they're talking to. How long shall you let the unjust rule? How long shall you how long will the poor and the needy stay in needy and stay exploited? It's a wake-up call. The book of Psalms is a song. It's nothing but a gigantic song book. It's a chant. Every last one of these is a chant. So somebody was chanting and singing to you, saying, hey, how long were you going to sleep? How long are you going to let other people rule over you when it is your birthright to have rulership? And I'm not talking about rulership trying to be somebody's taskmaster or trying to control a person's consciousness. I'm talking about being the upright people we are to have control over our destiny. That's what we speak about. There's a lot more in the book of Proverbs also talking about this thing with the women. Obey the law of thy mother. I should say, hear the instructions of thy father, obey the law of thy mother. Which one comes first, law or instruction? This shouldn't be hard.
Law.
Thank you. Which one comes first, instructions or law?
Law.
It says the law of thy mother. You see, someone's hiding is a lot that's being hidden away from us. Because as long as I can keep you in an unnatural, artificial structure, I rule. You return back to nature, you're on the right path. Everyone who's getting their lives together on this planet, I don't care what race they are in, what nation they are part of, everybody is getting back into environmental, ecological study. Everybody's returning back to the earth right now. Everybody. So we got to get back to our natural state. God has to wake up. Now, I say, and you say, well, what does the female have to do with that? Well, you ever look at the hieroglyphs your ancestors left for you on the wall? It shows Isis all set over top of a Sar. And what is she doing? She's trying to wake him up. That's what this is about. It's about waking up. It's about seeing that. So this is your inheritance. Okay? Got one more and I'm gonna close my mouth. Did everybody gain today? I do this all day. Listen, y'all, I'll stand here all day because I love it. I got volumes to release.
Field trip.
Oh, yo, y'all, who said field trip? Okay?
Yeah.
I can't do it today.
Alright.
We're gonna have to do that another. We're gonna take them to the. I gotta take you to Muhammad's cave.
Yeah, I ain't got my camera anyway.
We got to the cave, boy. It was comical, and it's on film. Y'all can go to the YouTube and watch us. Two European brothers, they come up, and they like, so you guys are inside the cave? I said, yeah. Are you shocked to see us? We ain't supposed to be up here, right? We some folks not supposed to be up here. So, no, this is our stuff, man. We come and do some study. Right now, this is the year that you're in. That's the year. That's the real year that you're in. And I don't want anybody just to take anything that I say on face value. And no, I'm not going to just give the Kemetic date and year because that year is only the year from one particular point in time to another. That's not the year. The actual year, we are now approaching the year 24,000 to 25,000, give or take. Okay? The way we know the actual year, and that this is the actual year. This is the golden year. We call this the golden year. Or also another term you might hear,
The great year.
the great year, golden year, great year, thank you. Processional cycle.
Right off the Barnary sub-stop, Philadelphia, PA. Shot so loud you would think it was a club spot. African Americans, although we all over the web, we the hood librarians. We ship to prisons too. We reach out and deliver to those that's bitten too, but it's more than a bookstore. You wonder we got it, mixtapes, DVDs, and culture products. Black and Nobel got our hands in a lot of projects. We welcome all to come build, the energy is positive. Every member of the team is awake and conscious. Come through and experience this place of knowledge. They say they'll put it in a book if they wanna hide it from us, but we got them books so you can buy it from us. Something to read while you on a train or riding the bus. Get your read on, food for thought, get your eat on. Black and Nobel, I buy my books at Black and Nobel.